Hi, this is Mr.Yi, your personal future consultant. Starting with this video, we are going to have an introductory course on Bazi. Before formally learning about the Bazi as a fortune-telling tool, we need to clarify three general points. 1. What is Bazi? 2. Why can we tell fortune with Bazi? And 3. What is the currency rate of it? 1. What is Bazi? Bazi is the most popular system among all types of Chinese astrology, which is supposed to tell fortune or analyze destiny of individuals. The variables come from everyone's birth time, just like the Western astrology, and are recorded in sexagenary cycle calendar. Every 时辰, time, actually every 2 hours is a time. Date, month, and year is recorded with two parts called heavenly stems and earthly branches. It's really just a symbol, and I will introduce them in the next videos. After using the Chinese sexagenary cycle calendar to correspond to the year, month, day, and time of birth respectively, 8 characters will be presented as shown in the figure. This is the basic Bazi chart, just like the horoscope in the Western astrology. 2 times 4 equals to 8. That's why it is named 8 characters. Nowadays, there are 2 major schools to analyze Bazi. One is School Ziping, because the inventor's name is Zhu Ziping. But due to some reasons, the School Ziping now is not complete, so it is named the School Post Ziping, which only focuses on 3 aspects: 格局, pattern, 旺衰, energy level, and 用神, crucial character. The complete School Ziping includes 16 aspects to assess a Bazi chart, which is what I want to introduce in my videos. Besides, the second school is more ancient, named Lu Ming, which originated 1,000 years ago during Dynasty Tang and Song in China. These 2 concepts are pretty important because the industry of Chinese metaphysics is complex, and the levels of those who are practicing vary a lot. In case to be deceived, it's better to know the logic in the subject. 2. Why can we tell fortune with Bazi? There is a basic theory called 天人合一, unity of heaven or sky and man. In the view of the ancient Chinese wise guys, a man is a small universe and is contained by the big universe outside us. These 2 universes are both mutually inclusive and overlapping, and at the same time, they can be relatively independent of each other in complex linkage. And the first time these 2 universes really resonate is the time when one is born. Because time itself is a common concept in our life, is a result of the celestial motion, like the rotation of the Earth makes the alternation of day and night. For example, by taking a fragment of information about the time of your birth, it is possible to extrapolate your lifetime information. It's kind of like when we go to the hospital for a blood test and draw a few drops of blood to know how your entire body is. Therefore, Asian people would analyze one's fate through one's birth time, no matter in the West or East. To put it in another simple way, we can actually understand the structure of the 8 characters as a model, because this model is based on the time of your birth. So this model represents you as a person. We analyze your destiny by the rules we summarize for this model. The school Lu Ming and Ziping we just mentioned establish just different rules, but they are both aimed at the 8 characters model. Besides analyzing the fate of a person's life, there are also some tools to analyze specific decisions in Chinese metaphysics. 奇门遁甲, Big 6 Runes, 六爻 6 Lines, and E of Plum Blossom. For example, you've got 2 offers from different universities or companies now. Which one should you go in order to have a better result for you? Then we can use these prediction tools to analyze it, to help us make better decisions in our life. In fact, all fortune-telling tools are kind of modeling and analyzing of multiple dimensions of time, space, and the universe. It is a black box theory that cannot be thoroughly reviewed by current science. 3. What's the currency rate of it? First of all, in terms of Bazi as a fortune-telling tool, it has an average currency rate of 50 to 70%. Attention, this is just the average currency rate. When you are looking into some charts, it can be 90% accurate if we get some incredibly accurate conclusions. Sometimes, even if we use the whole 16 aspects or systems to analyze some charts, we will still get all kinds of wrong conclusions, which is regarded as not accurate. Secondly, in terms of fortune tellers, The level of the fortune tellers on the market vary a lot. Generally speaking, at the average, the teller could get 8 accurate conclusions out of 10, which is already considered to be the average level of the industry, and the teller can start to practice. The above 2 points both show one thing: fortune telling is not 100% accurate, because no matter it is the 8 characters or other fortune telling tools, they are only predictions of fate. Where predictions are made, there must be deviations. Where there's a rule, there is always an exception. At the scientific level we have reached nowadays, there is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. In our usual life, with so many weather stations, the weather forecast can only be accurate for 7 to 10 days. Not to mention, sometimes it is not accurate at all. So there are still a lot of unsolved problems for us humans in the science alone. Now we are asking for numerology to be 100% accurate without a large amount of data, a lot of professionals and projects. You can tell what a nonsense it is. Here is so much for the first lesson of 8 characters. The next one will be about the structure of 8 characters. See you next time.